If you don't really understand what's going on in the economy, you're not alone. Holly and Marnie talked to an expert who really tells it like it is in terms that everybody can understand.
With all the hype about the economy these days, there's moms who are savvy and then moms who don't really have a clue. But it's probably time we start paying attention.
So we asked an expert to give us a little Economics 101 class so we can be better educated on the things that most matter to our future. Hi, Randy.
Hi.
This is Randy Bluffstone, the department chair at the Portland State University Department of Economics.
Okay, Randy, do we need a number 2 pencil or anything? Blue book?
No, not today, Holly.
Okay.
What is a mutual fund, and how does that differ from stocks and bonds?
Well, when you buy a stock, you're buying ownership of the company. The thing about it, though, is that your ownership is you can't necessarily control what happens in the company. You own it, but you don't necessarily control what happens to it. That's left up to the board of directors and the management of the company. A bond is a case where you're loaning somebody money. When you buy a bond, what you're doing is you're giving an institution money that they can then use. Mutual funds are a combination of different bonds and stocks that have a particular characteristic to it. Like, for example, some mutual funds are for lower risk, and they'll combine bonds and stocks to have that characteristic. Some mutual funds are very aggressive, and those will be all stocks. And some mutual funds are relatively conservative, and they'll have mostly or all bonds. How does the stock market affect the economy? We've seen in the last year a 9% decline in the wealth of households. Now, any of us, if we have more money, we not only feel freer to spend, but we do spend. So we'd expect that this decline would cause people to spend less. And the question is, how much will that happen? And I don't think anyone really knows that. What money that we spend as households is the number one component of the economy. Number one, about 70-75%. And if we slow down our spending due to this decline in wealth, it can have an effect on the economy.
There's a little bit of panic in the air. I think even when you're not feeling it yourself, you see it in the families of people around you.
It's true. Right now in this climate, we do feel vulnerable, all of us. The pulling back on consumption, pulling back on spending money, I think is a reasonable reaction in such a climate. There's certainly an opportunity in this current crisis to kind of think a little bit more deeply as a society about what sort of future economy do we want to have? All the economy is it's all of us together that are deciding essentially how all our resources get used for our benefit and the benefit of our kids and families and the world. And if we can use this as an opportunity to think a little bit more deeply about what that future should look like and build the institutions and markets and so forth to make it happen, it could be a good thing that comes out of this.
So it's not an end, it's a new beginning, and we get to create it.
Well, is it a new beginning or is it an end? I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out.
And if you have questions about the economy and can't find the answers, all you have to do is seek out an expert in your community. A local college is apparently a great place to start. Just remember, the better informed you are, the better decisions you'll make for your family.
Thanks for watching Better.tv. For more stories like the one you just saw, catch the television program Better every weekday. Check your local TV listings to see if Better airs in your city.